think it's a conspiracy. You act as a psyop guy, and you fuck people over that want to look at real conspiracies. Because the real conspiracy is like the Gulf of Tonkin.
Oh. That's what I thought too.
Okay, like the Gulf of Tonkin, real, like Operation Northwoods, real things that really happened. When you look at those things and people explore them, they go, "Oh, I don't think they really killed Kennedy." Are you sure? Why don't you look at this? Look at this stuff. There's a lot of really crazy evidence. When you start thinking that the world is flat, the dinosaurs aren't real, all this nutty shit that you believe, and you just jump into it with, the problem is it discredits all these other things that you believe that might be real. Because the other things have some validity to them.
You just haven't looked into it, that's all.
Eddie.
I used to say the same
Eddie,
stuff.
you're talking about the Earth being flat. Thousands of scientists have looked into it. You think they're all wrong? That's so insane.
You haven't looked into it.
I have.
No, you have.
Oh, my God. How could I not have? You don't think I have? I'm watching you go down the rabbit hole. You don't think I've tried to pay attention to what the fuck these people are talking about? It doesn't work.
I don't think so.
Eddie, there's websites dedicated to debunking it. Is dedicated to showing you the science, showing you the math that you can do.
How come when you check the internet it's valid, but when I'm on the internet it's not?
You're not talking about the internet. You're talking about a guy's YouTube video.
No, it's not guys. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of people.
But they're just YouTube videos.
It's huge. No.
The science behind them is not verified by peer-reviewed journals. The science of the Earth,
the government science that's bought and paid for, of course. You start talking about flat Earth and the science. You just haven't looked into it.
The Earth is flat?
I didn't say that. I said, I don't know if it's flat or round. When I see a picture of Earth from space, what we're sitting on from space, when I see a real picture, then we'll have the proof. I'm just saying we don't even have proof that it's round.
No, we're looking at pictures while we're sitting here. Okay, you're not even taking into consideration the fact that this is a monitor. But you're looking at this, you're not even get like the high resolution. I mean, there must be gigantic files that they get. You'd never be able to see them in their actual resolution on a regular monitor in the first place. You're talking about a photo of the Earth. Photo of the Earth from 22,000 miles away, and they take one every fucking 10 minutes.
Looks CGI to me.
The only way you're convince them, Joe,
it might look CGI to you.
You'd have to jump in a ship and go yourself.
No, I could be wrong. It could be real.
There's too many things.
It could be real, but they've been faking them so much they look like all those other fake ones.
That's not
they
good
look.
enough.
I've seen so many fake ones that NASA admits that they're CGI composites. There's so many out there. So when you see this one, it's like this is the same one.
Yeah, but
I've seen so many.
Fake
You go,
and
this
CGI
is another one.
Composites is different. When
you
you take,
I don't believe it.
Eddie, please. When you take one of these photos, what are those called when you fucking do that?
Panorama. I'll show you.
When you do that, you know what that is? That's a composite. You're taking a bunch of photographs and they piece them all together and makes one enormous photo. When you see these photos from space of the Earth from a closer satellite, not the NASA one that Jamie just pulled up, which does show a full-size image of the Earth, what you're seeing is they take a photo, they take another photo, and they piece them all together. There's no seams.
It's a composite photo.
No, there's an actual CGI
this is
artist.
3 photos.
There's
they
a
put them
CGI.
together.
I know,
no,
but
they fit together.
It colors everything in.
Eddie, is this CGI?
No.
Hey, question for you. Is this CGI because it was made in a computer and it fits the definition of computer-generated image? Because that's a composite.
This one could easily be.
I made this.
This one.
I'll show you how I made it.
This could be. No. I'm just saying. But this could be easily a real picture.
But it is a real picture.
Well, yeah, it's like that's not a hard picture.
Where I was,
picture of Earth from space. That's a hard picture.
Where I physically was on the ground in New York City to take that with the camera I was using, that building would not fit in my lens. I wasn't far enough away.
But that's not what they're saying they're doing. They're saying they take strips.
That's what they're saying they do.
No, they're saying, I'm going to show you a video of the artist who actually did the latest one. They go, oh, NASA, here's the guy who did the latest picture.
Tell us what to look at. Tell us what to look at. Let's watch the video.
Just put NASA, artist, CGI picture of Earth, and you're going to hear him talking. And he says, it is Photoshop. It is Photoshop, but it has to be Photoshop. He says that word for word.
It's
a NASA video.
Well, that's what I was just
mean?
asking you to. I was asking you to clarify that. I'm trying to tell you. That's what I literally had to do. I had to have been farther away to get the photo in one photo of that giant building. But that, in order to get that distance away,
did you color it in with CGI?
There were buildings in the way.
So you're saying
I put it in Photoshop.
Yes.
I put it in Photoshop.
He's going through the video going, sometimes I put green shades here, and I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space, so I have to kind of use my imagination to get
it. They taking black and white
photos?
Latest
picture. It's the latest picture that NASA releases of Earth. Here's the latest one.
Real life didn't look like this that day. It's a little exaggerated. The darks weren't that dark in real life. The brights aren't that bright in real life. So yes, I added color to it. I did some artistry to it, but that's what that fucking building looks like.
Okay, now find the CGI NASA artist.
Eddie, do
I
you
would
buy
love to
into
see that
anything?
video.
Do you believe anything?
I believe shit that I can prove for myself. Like, I believe the science in like a skyscraper.
You
Why?
believe
Because I
that's
see the
Sully?
skyscraper, it's standing there. That's truth.
Right, but how much?
I believe in that
How much
science.
have you looked into like the science of space travel? How much have you looked into how much work was done to try to put satellites into orbit?
So you think we went to the moon?
That's not what I asked you. I said, how much did you look
Do you
into
think we
that?
went to the moon?
Eddie, answer my fucking
How come you don't
question.
answer my
you talk
question?
ridiculous.
See,
because
you're
you
trying to
talk
act-
in circles.
Okay.
You're talking in circles.
I am?
They're ridiculous conversations. Everything
Really?
is the government. The government. The government. The government's fake.
Fake pictures. Watch.
I'm just asking you a question.
Punch up NASA CGI artist picture of Earth. I don't see that up there.
Eddie, it's so crazy.
Which one would you like me to click on?
Any of them.
Well, which
That one right there, the
specifically?
second one right there. Right there.
Flat Earth.
I mean,
No, just listen to him talk.
Okay, Stinky
He only has
Cash.
20,000 views.
Well, it's gonna get more now.
Hey guys, Jeff here, and today I want to share with you this article that's on
guy seems like
NASA.gov.
Are we allowed to
It's
play this?
about
this is the guy who's a scientist. So this, are we listening to him or the guy that made the video? You said we were gonna listen to a scientist.
Well,
Forgot from
it looked
NASA.
like the right video. I don't know. Look,
Maybe
but that
we
is
got
the
the
guy.
wrong
That
video.
is the artist, and that's a picture of the video.
His
He's
name's
talking
Robert
in-
Simmons.
talking about how he created the latest picture of Earth for NASA.
Okay, so what
They're
this is
celebrating
this is
CGI.
the Goddard webpage. So he's doing a recap of something that's written on the Goddard webpage. So go to the Goddard webpage, find that guy's page,
Robert Simmons Photoshop. There it was.
and we'll see what he's actually
Blue
saying.
model.
This one.
Is that it?
That
Okay,
guy
good.
looks so
Blow
skeptical in
homeboy
his
up.
picture.
What do you think is the most interesting your role here at Goddard? How do you help support Goddard's mission? My role is to make imagery from Earth science's data. I turn data into pictures. I look for new interesting events that NASA satellites have seen or that are hidden in the latest data to find anything interesting that shows off NASA's unique capabilities. Finding things is the fun part. I rely on engineers and scientists to produce the data. Their reliable real-time stream of 1.7 terabytes a day, holy shit, is incredible.
Terabyte.
The same as producing 3,000 CDs a day. We know where to look for the interesting stuff because each instrument provides a very specialized type of information. So if I'm looking for something specific, I know where to look. For example, recently there was a volcanic eruption in the Red Sea. The only reliable imagery of this was from NASA satellites. We basically confirmed the existence of a new island. Okay, so where's the, let's get to some Photoshop
You gotta
shit.
find the one where he's talking.
Okay, but this guy's talking about science here. Like, some of the science has to be real, right, Eddie? There has to be some satellites, like DirecTV. DirecTV's not fake, right?
I don't know. I don't know, but you could do all that with landline stuff. You don't need to go bounce anything from space. You could do all that with landline.
Why wouldn't you? You could just put it in space and it just broadcasts and you shoot it up there and shoot it back. Why would you lie about that? I mean, there's a ton of fucking space junk. You gotta
Satellites easy.
document.
Satellites easy.
boring.
The
Every time they
satellites
you know
are
who pays
fake?
for satellites? You know who pays for satellites? The taxpayer. They get bills. We need a new telecommunication satellite. We got to throw it up there.
So you don't
we need
think-
$35 million.
You don't think
and they go,
satellites-
yeah, okay, we're gonna sign it. They get the money. It's a tax scam.
You don't think satellites are real?
I don't think so.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't think so.
Well, what's happening? What are those things up there that you can watch from the ground?
Have you ever seen the space station fly overhead?
You can see it.
They can
I've never
time
seen
it.
it.
I have pictures of it. They timed it. They told me it was going to be overhead. I took a picture of it.
How do
There
you
it
know it
was.
wasn't a high altitude plane? What's the difference?
Why would they do that? Why would they lie? Why would they pretend it's a space station and instead put a high altitude plane up there?
How high do airplanes go? 30,000 feet, right?
No, they can go higher.
No,
they
but
can go 50,
no,
50 plus.
Commercial airplanes, on average,
I
go
think
about
they're somewhere in the
30,000.
30s, yeah.
30, 35,000.
Right.
When you're on the ground, you can barely see them. When they're at 30,000 feet, you can barely fucking. And when you're in 30,000 feet and you look down, you wouldn't be able to see a goddamn
It's true.
bus or a plane. Now, those satellites are supposed to be like 100 miles up. Think about that.
Yeah,
How are you going to see them?
Because they're in space and they're a light. They're a very small pinprick of light that moves across the sky. You can see them with optics. You want to? Okay, but you really haven't looked. You definitely haven't looked with optics. If you look with like a big spotting scope, these people get these telescopes and they look up and they know exactly where it's going to be. You can actually program it into the telescope. There's things that you can download where you can find the coordinates of each individual planet. The way these really super powerful telescopes use that amateur astronomers like to use, you punch in the key numbers and it'll move specifically to a spot in the sky where you can tune into the moon or tune into Saturn or into very specific areas of the cosmos that change all the time. Because of the fact that the Earth is spinning, we're catching all sorts of different shit all sorts of different times, especially no matter where you are. If you're on the equator, you're looking at a totally different image, you know, at one moment in the sky than you are the next moment. So it can tell you exactly where the space station's going to be, where the moon's going to be, where Mars is going to be, and they punch these coordinates into these little computers, and they all move to this thing. I mean,
You believe the Mars rover is real?
man, Eddie, I don't think I can do this anymore. Because it's just like, I don't see why. First of all, I don't see
You were
where
just
the
telling
money
before
is.
that-
I don't see, hold on a second. I don't see where the money is to have all these hoaxes.
But you don't see the tax scam with the rovers? They just got NASA got $19 billion for Trump gave him $19 billion. What? Tell
Isn't
me.
it possible
tell
that
me
that's
what,
so that they
tell
can
me-
actually make a rover?
Tell me what the space shuttle has done for humanity. Tell me all that money that was wasted on space shuttle, and then they just trashed it. They went up I don't know how many times, and then they just trashed it. Tell me how those billions of dollars has helped humanity. Tell me.
Well, I think scientific innovation is very important to us because in our minds, we constantly want newer, better, more innovative technology. It's just a part of being a person in the 21st century.
What did we learn,
Everybody wants a new computer, everybody wants new things, and a lot of this new stuff comes from NASA technology. It comes from all the science and innovation that goes to be a part of me. There's a list right there, Eddie. But why do you say this when you don't look into it?
I just need tell me how
highway safety.
How come we couldn't do that down
tires,
here? How come we couldn't do that down here?
Eddie, but the massive requirements that you have on the gear when you're talking about going through fucking space, the insane stress of re-entry. They've figured out all kinds of crazy shit. The speed in which you land. They figured out a bunch of crazy shit. Enriched baby food. I mean, portable cordless vacuums, freeze-drying technology. All this comes from space. There's a shitload of things. Harnessing solar energy. There's a lot of innovation that comes from the development of either the space station or the shuttles or a bunch of different things that they've invented. And they continue to innovate these things. These new satellites that they're shooting out into space are way better than the Hubble. They keep doing more and more, better and better, and it's this constant rush to see who can get to the furthest point of technology in whatever field they're in. Whether it's the field of rocketry, whether it's the field of satellites, there's this massive amount of competition between the top scientists in the world. And to think that that's all fake doesn't make any sense because there are some things that are fake. So why assume that all this technology is fake when you really could see the Challenger? You saw the Challenger explode in the sky. If it's fake, no one was there to engineer the shit that failed.
Who said that was fake?
Well, any of it, any space travel.
The space shuttle's going up. It's a high altitude
Did you know
plane.
the space shuttle goes up and they use work on fucking satellites?
I
Do you know they dock with the space station?
I need to see video of that.
Oh, okay.
Show me video of that.
That's what spacewalks are usually about.
Eddie,
Jamie hit it.
They do. There's a lot. The problem is there's a lot of these things that you just automatically
Dude,
want.
they faked 6 moon missions, dude. Of course, I don't trust shit coming from NASA.
Even if that was true, those are people in 1969. They're not the same humans. Those people they're not the same human beings. That's just like saying that the people who made the movies in 1969 are the same people that made Fast and Furious 8. It's the people that make the movies. They're not the same people. They're totally different humans. It's like saying the stand-up comedians from 1969 were the same as the one.
But that was NASA in 1969. They faked 6 moon missions. How am I supposed to believe anything from that?
Those are not the same people.
How?
Even if that was true, those are not the same people, and Richard Nixon isn't alive anymore.
So you just write them all off, though, Eddie? Just off that
You got to
one
prove
exception?
it to me. I don't need to believe it.
But
I don't need to believe it.
it's
It's not
not.
gonna. How's it gonna? I don't believe it. But if it's true, I don't give a shit. Okay, it's true. Oh, that's true. Okay, but you got to prove it to me. Otherwise,
the problem isn't that.
I don't
There's
care.
no proving it.
The problem is there's no proving it, and you want to always assume that it's fake. You don't have like this empty prove it to me. Like I'm not assuming either way. You're assuming it's fake every time.
Mm-hmm. They faked 6 moon missions.
But that doesn't matter. These are not the same people. We're
So
living
because
in a
they're
different
different
time.
people, they're not gonna. I don't
All
understand
over
that
the world,
logic.
Well, the logic is just because someone faked something one point in time before you were alive, doesn't mean that those same human beings have managed to download their brains into everybody that ever did that job for the rest of time, because they're not the same humans.
But
So the people that
could
are
be the
scientists
exception.
that are today, the generations later, whether it's NASA or these Japanese scientists or the Russians or the Chinese, whoever the fuck is putting satellites and rockets into space, they're not the same people from 1969.
Okay.
You can't like look at them as like in one blanket organization.
I can't blame.
Wondershare Filmora is a user-friendly, easy-to-use video editing software.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 let the light shine through. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for
Getting rough, my mind just sounds like Shia LaBeouf. It says no, 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 just no, 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 no. And every time I see him with you, my heart sounds like Shia LaBeouf too. No, 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 no. it getting rough. My mind just sounds like trying love off a test. No, 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 no. Just no, 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 no. And every time I see him with you, my heart sounds like trying love off too. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Is this a place that I call home to find what I've become? Walk along the path unknown. We live. Deep in the dark, I don't need the light. There's a ghost inside me. Building arms to the other side. We live, we love, we die. In a foreign field he lay, lonely soldier, unknown grave. On his dying words he prays, down the world of Passchendaele. We live all that he's been through, last communion of his soul. Rust your bullets with his tears, let me tell you about his years.